Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I want to talk about quick weight loss. Really quick. I'm just going to talk about this really quick. This is a question I get from a lot of women because they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want it to take really long for me to try and see some results. Or I've been doing this stuff. I've been eating healthy. I've been working out. Ugh, I'm not seeing results. What the heck? Now, I really focus on nutrition for women's hormones. I have my book out on Amazon, The Female Fat Solution, where I dive into nutrition for the hormones and cycle of the female body. So if you haven't picked it up, pick up a copy on Amazon. I also have my new podcast out, The Female Health Solution, where I go into a lot of different areas on health for women and hormones. It's really exciting. So, now, the one thing about quick weight loss for women, so many programs and so many things out there talk about weight loss for women and expect women to lose weight the same way that men do. And women do not lose weight the same way men do. Why? Because our bodies are not designed the same way. And you're thinking, duh, I know that there's a difference. Yes, but our function and physiology and everything is so different. Our bodies are designed to store fat because we do the babies making thing, you know? That's what our bodies are designed to do, to house and create a human. It's a big deal. It's a pretty big deal. But if you're looking to lean out or have a change on the scale, and you're like, I'm doing all these good things, overall know that if you want a lasting change, it's not something that's going to happen quick. But sometimes you're like, listen, I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks. What do I do? I want to tighten up. I want to look good in a dress for an event or something. I totally get it, right? My biggest piece of advice, I'll go through a tactic that you can use, but it is only one piece of the puzzle. And I always encourage women to have a plan for a continuation of their health. So this is just a tiny piece. Results may vary, et cetera. But it's also not something that I don't expect you to see results long-term from just doing something once. The female body is not designed that way. I have a 12-week program where I take women through one-on-one, shifting their nutrition to get more energy because they are so fatigued and tired that they can't even feel like they can make it to the gym. Or if they do make it there, you're like, oh, I can't even do a good workout. Oh, right? Or your hormones are so out of whack. You're so stressed out. You're not sure what to do. And you don't know where to start because there's so much information out there. My 12-week program is meal guide, grocery list, so many resources, one-on-one working with me, so I make sure you're making progress the entire time, the entire way. It is 12 weeks because that is the cycle of the female hormones. Full shift for hormones to happen in the body happens in 12 weeks, no less. So if you're making a change in the body, like you want something for quick weight loss, and you're doing and implementing something for less than 12 weeks, you're actually doing your body a disservice. Yeah. Also things that people don't tell women. Yes. Really important information that they don't tell women. So if you're going to make a change, make it for 12 weeks and then examine your results. Anything less, you're not letting that change have an imprint on your hormones in your body and really let your body take a chance to make it be different. But this is for gals, and this is something that you can do if you've been trying something and you're like, you know what, I'm just frustrated and I am at my wit's end and I feel like quitting. I feel like quitting to try because I'm not seeing any result. What can I do? Well, now when we talk about a quick weight loss strategy, this is not like 5 pounds, right? The other thing to think about is that if you lose 5 pounds really, really quickly, it's also not healthy. Like there's something wrong and your body will rebound and gain weight and even more back. So keep that in mind of like, you know what, if I'm going to do something that's healthy and good for me, yep, I want it to have it be a lasting change. Yes. But if you've been stuck at a plateau for a really long time and you're like, you know what, dang it, I'm about to throw in the towel if I don't see anything shift or change. Great. When we talk about quick weight loss, you may see a change on the scale. Sometimes for women, this is something like, oh, I might lose, 3 pounds within a couple of days, but you might gain back a pound or 2. So overall net loss being like a pound, and you're like, really, that's it? You know what? That the difference is it will be more of a lasting change. But the bigger deal will be your measurements. Again, men and women, gain and lose weight totally differently. So weight loss for women, if you're having a drastic weight loss, like a large amount in a short amount of time, it's dangerous for you. It is not safe. So any program that promotes something like that is not a good thing to be on, and don't trust it because it doesn't have your health in mind overall. So quick weight loss, we're going to be looking at, like I said, maybe dropping, we'll say 3 pounds-ish, right? Some of that's going to be water weight or some inflammation, fluid, things like that. But then you will add back, let's just say 2 pounds, with an overall net loss of 1. Now that's going to move things in the direction of progress, but the bigger thing is going to be your inches. That's the thing that you need to pay attention to, is your inches. So take your measurements. That's going to be hip, waist, thigh, and you can do arms and everything too, but especially for women, this tactic works really, really well around the midsection. And women that gain weight around that midsection, that's weight that's related to hormones, stress, exhaustion, all these things. And it can be thyroid, adrenals, right? There's a ton of different things that women have to deal with. What's really fun for a lot of gals, really fun, is that if you have, say, a thyroid issue, you're also going to have other hormones that are out of whack or issues with your other hormones in your body. Why? Oh, because your endocrine system is all kind of connected and everything else. Great, right? Super duper, yeah. So this is why I have a 12-week program, so I can work with these women and addressing all of these issues. The last round I did of a 12-week program, one of the gals that I worked with, she not only had thyroid issues, hypothyroidism, and she struggled for a long time, was, on medication and stuff. So her numbers were within normal, but she's like, you know what? I feel like garbage still. I still have all these symptoms. What the heck am I going to do? So we shifted her nutrition and really took out foods that are very inflammatory and irritating for the thyroid. Boosted her energy, got enough protein in. But the other thing that she was struggling with at the same time was this stress. So stress and thyroid, thyroid slows down your metabolism too. And then add that stress on there. Your body will store everything it eats off of a protective mechanism. So addressing those two things over a 12-week period of time, it was by the end of it, her weight loss wasn't extreme for 12 weeks. It was, 6 or 7 pounds total, but her body changed completely, meaning she wasn't fitting in any of her pants anymore. She had to go buy all new clothes. Energy was through the roof. She was working out again and going for walks again when she was like, I can barely make it around the block. So it's really, really different when you address all these hormone issues at once. So again, when we talk about that quick weight loss, for women, any quick weight loss is not good, right? So you're looking for that shift in inches. This is a bigger deal, and this is something to go off of. So the best strategy for women to do, if you just need something to make progress and you are frustrated, we are going to look at intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, super fun, super exciting, very exciting. Now, intermittent fasting is done on a schedule. Now, I'm going to go through this really quick just so you can kind of see what this looks like and what this would entail. But this is a process that I take women through one-on-one because you're going to be able to get a max result and have a better experience with this. If you're kind of left on your own trying to do this, it's often not a great experience. But this is how it works. When we look at intermittent fasting here, this is a timeline, right? This is, say, 6 a.m. This would be, say, 2 p.m. And then, like 6 p.m., something like that. But the important piece here is that when you do fasting, that first 8 hours of the day here, 8 hours, your body burns stored carbohydrate. It's glycogen stores are burned and used. After that first 8 hours, your body has no choice. It physiologically has to tap into a different energy source, and it goes to fat. This is the only way, especially when the female body is stressed out, has hormone issues, has been struggling, has been stuck. Physiologically, the only way you can force your body to tap into your fat cells for energy. And this is the time after that 8 hours of glycogen store. Now, when that happens, it's super exciting because you're like, holy cow, now I'm in the deep fat burning zone. Awesome. And that's where you see these things shift and change pretty quickly. Yes, it'll move out inflammation and everything else as well. It boosts your immune system, your digestive system gets a chance to rest and repair. All these other fantastic things happen because of this. You also will maintain benefits from this for up to 3 weeks. So increased energy, better sleep, all these other wonderful changes that happen. This will also boost growth hormone in women by 1,300%. Yeah, that's amazing. Your natural growth hormone, that's for energy, that's for weight loss, that's for everything else. And that's just from doing this once for 24 hours. Incredible, incredible. Now, the important thing about this for women, that when I talk about intermittent fasting, you got to do it right, and you got to do it for the female body. If you are not consuming anything, it's going to be really stressful on you, and it's going to cause an opposite reaction of what you want to have happen because, again, like I said, the female body is designed to store fat and be protective because, again, we do the things like creating and building the humans inside of us. So what's important, you're having snacks. So these are the snacks. Some type of snack so that you are getting some type of nutrient throughout the day. This is going to tease your digestive system. I get so excited, I talk too fast. And it's going to keep it moving along, right? You don't want to go into full digestion. You don't want a ton of enzymes released, but you just want to move things along a little bit. You want to maintain your blood sugar level. So about every 4 hours, you'll be eating about 100 calorie snack. You also don't want it to be really fibrous. So things like apple slices, some peanut butter, almonds. Having some protein, fat, and carb there is going to be important. There's other snacks and stuff too that you can have. But this is a way for some type of result to have happen that you can jump into if you are just fed up with being stuck and frustrated. Now, like I said, I have my 12-week program. We're starting on April 2nd. If you're interested in that and you have questions on this or how this would work for you or how this would feel or how to, what's the, more things on snacks. Sometimes that's, people have questions on that. I'll put a link in the comments below and, you can schedule a call with me. We can chat about different options for you. And it's really exciting to go through. It's a big game changer. It really, really is. So yes, quick weight loss. Right? For women, you're looking at inches, not necessarily the scale. But again, you're going to feel really different. And then you can build from there. Again, for some women, you just need to see something happen to stay motivated to keep going forward. Yes. But again, if you've been doing, trying to do healthy things and you've been stuck and frustrated for a long time, there's no need to stay stuck and frustrated. That's why I have my 12-week program. So I would love, love, love to chat with you if you have more questions or wondering where to start. Sarah, it's a game changer. Feel amazing. Yes, right? It is amazing. It sounds totally weird and crazy. And you're like, what? But the way it interacts in the female body and what it does to growth hormone is incredible. I won't get into that now because it's kind of nerdy science talk, but it's incredible. Now, so I have my book out. If you haven't read my book, you can pick it up. I have my podcast. If you haven't subscribe to that so you get all the latest episodes that I release. I will be going into more of this information in great detail and talking more about growth hormone and everything, on that podcast because it's easier for me to kind of dive in. So, but if you've got other questions, let me know. Otherwise, you can schedule a call and we can chat. Yay! All right. I'll see you guys later.